Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will learn date checks in goods receipt for purchase order. That is shelf life expiration date check. The minimum remaining shelf life value is the number of calendar days to which any material can be used. For material subject to SLED, SAP will accept goods receipt only if the expiry date of the material is within minimum remaining shelf life. Why? This is to make sure that goods are only placed in storage if their shelf life is within the minimum remaining shelf life or as per our requirement. Now, to check the minimum remaining shelf life of any material at the time of goods receipt for a purchase order, the following prerequisites must be met. What are these prerequisites? If these prerequisites are met, then only the system will check the minimum remaining shelf life at the time of goods receipt. The first one is the shelf life expiration date check must be activated for the plant and the movement type in customizing in SPRO. That is in the path material management, inventory management, and physical inventory, goods receipt, self set expiration date check. Okay, now let us go to SAP system and I will show you this one where this date is that configuration is there actually. Okay, let us go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, material management. Okay, here down, inventory management, then goods receipt, and here set expiration date check here at the down here. Just click here, and here it is set up for plant and movement type. Click on plant. Okay, so our in 110. Okay, for our plant, this production date check or best before date or production date check or SLED check is activated here for our plant 9110. Okay. Okay. So we are always posting GR for a purchase order with movement type 101. For 101, this SLED check or storage location expiry date check is activated here. It should be check here. Check is marked here. For here we can see enter and check. So that means here if you are posting goods receipt for a purchase order for any material for which that is the minimum that shelf life is maintained in the master data, then for such materials the system will ask us to input the storage location expiry date at the time of goods receipt. Okay, so this is the first requirement. The second requirement, second prerequisite, we have to maintain the minimum remaining shelf life in the material master record in general plant data storage one view. Okay, so here in this material master record we should maintain the minimum remaining shelf life. So let me take you to SAP system here. Okay, let me open one more screen. Let us let us display any material. I will display one material for which this minimum shelf life is maintained. FD -10001 plant data storage 1, our plant 9, put our plant and storage location, enter. Yeah, here we can see minimum remaining shelf life is maintained as 6 months here, and the period indicator for SLED is M, which is months. So for this material, test material, for this plant and storage location, the minimum remaining shelf life is 6 months. Okay, this is the second prerequisite. The third one is, if not maintained in material master record, we can also maintain the remaining shelf life when we create PO in the delivery tab page. Okay, in the delivery tab page of the purchase order. Okay, let us display any one purchase order. Okay, so here if I display, let me display any purchase. Okay, here here in this purchase order, go to the delivery here. So the remaining shelf life we can maintain directly. Okay, if it is not maintained in the plant data storage one view in the material master record, we can also maintain the remaining shelf life in the item details in the delivery tab page in the item details of the purchase order. Okay, so these are the three prerequisites. Okay, if these three prerequisites are met, then only when we post the goods receipt, the system will ask us to input the storage location expiry date. Okay, so so that is about the prerequisites. Now let us know some more points. If these prerequisites are fulfilled, when we do the goods receipt using MIGO transaction code, okay, the system will ask us to input the minimum remaining shelf life. Then the system then checks whether the SLED we entered is within the required remaining shelf life. Okay, as per the as we have entered in the material master record. In the case of a shortfall, the system will issue an error message. For example, we are trying to receive a material. Okay, let us say for our material. Okay, for which the minimum remaining shelf life is 6 months. Okay, I showed you one material. Okay, so this material minimum is 6 months. Let us say we have received one material. Okay, so let us say now it is in November 2025. Let us say the material is going to expire in 3 months, December, January, February 2026. That means the minimum remaining shelf life of the material is only 3 months. Okay, so when we enter the SLED, okay, when we try to post the goods receipt for such a material, okay, which is going to expire in 3 months, the system will throw an error message. Why? Because the system will accept only if the expiry date is at least 6 months from the date of posting GR. Okay, that is about this point. Okay, next here. One more point we let us know. What is this one? In the SLED check, we can also use the date of manufacture to calculate the remaining shelf life. To use the date of manufacture in the SLED check, we must enter the total shelf life as well as the remaining shelf life in the plant data storage one view in the material master record. See, let us say, for example, when we try to post a goods receipt, okay, I will display one material document. Okay, let us say, okay, for this, okay, here, this one, let us say, this material document. Okay, see here, see here. See, when we are trying to post the goods receipt, right, that time, right, it will ask us to input the SLED. Means that is the expiry date, storage location expiry date, or the expiry date of the material. Okay. So here, apart from the SLED, okay, for certain materials, right, the system will ask instead of the system will not ask us to input the storage location expiry date, but it will ask to enter the date of manufacture of the product. Okay. So for which materials it will ask to enter the date of manufacture. Okay. It will ask to input the date of manufacture for any product for which we have maintained minimum remaining shelf life as well as total shelf life. Okay. If we maintain minimum remaining shelf life as well as total shelf life, then for such products, when we try to post the goods receipt, the system will ask us to input the date of manufacture. Okay. Then in such case, at the time of goods receipt, the system will ask us to input the date of manufacture. The system calculates the minimum remaining shelf life or SLED from the formula date of manufacture plus total shelf life is equal to storage location expiry date. How? For example, if the date of manufacture is, let us say, 1st of August 2025, then the plus total shelf life. Let us say, I will take you to another material. Okay, let us display FD hyphen 10003. Go to plant data storage one view, put our plant storage location, enter. For this material, we have maintained minimum remaining shelf life as well as total shelf life. Okay, so when we try to post GR for this material, then at the time of GR, the system will ask us to input the date of manufacture. Okay, it will not ask to input the minimum remaining SLED, but it will ask us to put date of manufacture because total shelf life is there in the material master record along with the minimum remaining shelf life. So how the system will calculate the SLED okay from the date of manufacture. So it will calculate from the formula date of manufacture plus total shelf life will be equal to SLED. For example, let us say we have received certain material. Okay, the date of manufacture is 1st August 2025 and the total shelf life is 12 months. Then what will be the storage location expiry date? If the date of manufacture is 1st August 2025, then the date of expiry will be 1 year, 12 months. That is 1st August 2026. Okay. So then that is, it will automatically calculate it. Okay. If you input the date of manufacture for such material at the time of goods receipt, it will automatically see here for this material, right? This is the material FD-10003. When I had posted goods receipt, it asked me to input the date of manufacture, and from the date of manufacture, okay, after I input the date of manufacture, the system has gone to the total shelf life of the material in the plant data storage one view and calculate that at the storage location expiry date, which is 1 year from the date of manufacture. Okay, that is about the okay, that is about how the system will calculate the minimum remaining shelf life from the date of manufacture. Okay, okay, when we have maintained the total shelf life of materials along with the minimum shelf life in the material master record. Once we input the date of manufacture, then the system will create material document and update both the date of manufacture as well as the remaining shelf life of the material in the material document, which I have shown here. Okay. When you are posting GR, just put the date of manufacture and save the document. Then the system will automatically update the expiry date, storage location expiry date in the material document. Okay. That is about this is about the theory of storage location expiry date check in goods received for purchase order. Now we will do some two simple exercises. Okay, the first exercise, date check for goods received for a material for which remaining shelf life is maintained in the material master record. Okay, we have just seen this material FD-10001. The remaining shelf life in the material master record is 6 months. Okay, so let us first display this material again. Okay, let me go to the material. Put this material, go to general plant data storage one, put our plant and storage location, enter. Okay, so only we have maintained minimum remaining shelf life. Total shelf life we have not maintained. Okay, then PO, this is the PO which is created for 10 kg of this material with vendor. Okay, for this plant storage location. The tea powder, the material is tea powder. The tea powder, let me make it bold. The tea powder is received from vendor and the expiry date is found to be 1/8/2026, which is 8 months from today. Okay. Post GR for the PO and check if the system asks us to enter the SLED at the time of goods receipt. After posting GR, display the material document. Okay. Now let us display this purchase order. 175.49, 45000 Let me go to this purchase order. Okay, let me open one new screen. It's real. Display purchase order 49. Okay, here. This is the purchase order. Okay, okay, for this material FD1. Okay, now we have to post the GR for this one. Okay, so for minimum remaining shelf life as 6 months. Okay, shelf life is carried to the purchase order because when we create purchase order for this material from the plant data storage one view, whatever the minimum remaining shelf life we have entered in the metal master record, the same it will carry out to the purchase order. Remaining shelf life here 6 months we can see here. Okay, now we will try to post GR for this purchase order. Okay, this purchase order, post the GR and see, okay, whether the system will ask us to input the storage location expiry date and save the material document. Okay, I will open one more screen. Let me copy this purchase order. Okay, here I will go to Migo. Here, goods movement, goods receipt purchase order. Input the purchase order number, enter. Okay, see the system has quantity, everything is same. Okay, I had to do, I had to select item OK, and click on See, now it is asking to enter the shelf life expiration date. Okay, so what is the expiry date of the material? Okay, so what is the expiry date of the material? The tea powder, it is a tea powder. Okay, the expiry date is found to be 1st August 2026, which is 8 months from today. Okay, 1st August, okay, yeah, enter here 01.08.2026. Okay, 1st August 2026. Enter. Okay, now click on check. Okay, everything is fine. Now post. This material is Taj Mahal tea powder. Okay, document 500 ending with 320 is posted. Okay, now this material document will be updated in the purchase order. Okay, so this is our purchase order. Okay, so this was before posting the GR. Okay, after posting the GR, the purchase order history tab page will come up here in the item details will appear, and we can see the good GR material document also. Now to see that material document, GR material document, just click on display change and go to item. Here, this purchase order history tab page, the purchase order item details. Now this is the goods receipt material document. Click on the material document, and we can see here in the, that is, for this material, right, the storage location expiry date is updated. Okay, whatever we input at the time of GR, it is updated here. Okay, and we can comment also. These are the FI postings. Okay, this is for the material account. This is the GRAR clearing. Okay, so see the comment again. Okay, 41000 products consumed. Okay, so this is the money we are going to pay to the vendor, and this is for the GRAR clearing account. 5,000 we are going to pay to the vendor, and 5,000 for the material goods receipt, invoice receipt. So this exercise is done. Okay, we will do the other exercise. This exercise is for date check for goods received for a material for which both remaining shelf life and total shelf life are maintained in the material master record. Okay, so the test material is FD-10003. Okay, let me display this material. Okay, this our material, enter. Select general plant data storage one view. Put our plant and storage location, enter. So for this material, FD-10003, the minimum shelf life is 6 months and total shelf life is 12 months. Okay, now here, come to the exercise. Okay, for this material, the remaining shelf life is in the material master record. Plant data storage 6 months is maintained as 6 months and total shelf life is 12 months. Okay, so here, this is tea powder Tata Gold. This is a different brand. The earlier was Taj Mahal tea. This was a Tata Gold. This is a different one. Now, this PO 45000 ending 17548 is created for 10 kg of FD-10003 with vendor for plant, storage location, so and so. The tea powder is received from the vendor, and the date of manufacture is 1st August 2025, and the date of expiry is 31st July 2026. Or, that is, it is 12 months, means it will be 1st August only. Okay, 0108. Okay, 12 months, 2026 means 1 year. Okay, so post GR for the purchase order and check if the system asks us to enter date of manufacture or production at the time of goods receipt. After posting GR, display the material document. Okay, so now we will go to this purchase order 175.48. Okay, let me go to the SAP system here. Okay, so here display purchase order. Okay, click on other. Here change it to 175.48. Okay, this is for this material FD 10003, and see here GR is not posted because purchase order history tab page is not there. Okay. Now we will post GR for this material. So go to MIGO transaction code, MIGO. Okay. So put the purchase order 17548. Okay, this is the purchase. Enter. Okay, so this is the material. Copy. Okay. So we have to select item OK in the quantity tab. Check this one. Okay, click on check. Okay, now here see, it is asking to enter the date of production. It is not asking to enter the expiry date. Okay, but date of production. Why? Because for this material, we have maintained both the minimum shelf life, minimum remaining shelf life, as well as the total shelf life in the material master record. Okay, which we have just now already seen this one. Okay, for this material, FD10003, minimum shelf life is 6 months and total shelf life is 12 months. Okay, because if you have maintained both this one, if you have maintained total shelf life also, then for such materials, the system will ask us to input the date of production. Okay, that is very important. Okay, so here, date of production. Okay, so date of production. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to go to the put the date of manufacture or date of production. What is the date of manufacture or date of production? See, date of manufacture is 1st August 2024. Okay, just input date of manufacture 01/08/2024. Okay, now click on check. See now, okay, so for this, for the GR for this material FD10003, we have input the date of manufacture and it is accepting. Okay, for the previous material, okay, for which we had maintained only the minimum remaining shelf life, it was asking to enter the SLED, means sorry, expiry date here. But for a material for which we have maintained total shelf life, it will ask us to input the date of manufacture. Okay, now after we post it, then it will create the material document and it will automatically update the storage location expiry date here in the material document. Now I will post this material document. Clicked on post. Okay. The goods receipt material document. Okay, ending with 500, ending with 321. Okay, let us go to the purchase order. This is our purchase order. Okay, but its purchase order is 18, right? Yeah, this is our purchase order. Yeah. 4500 175.48. Material is FD 10003. Okay, click on display change. Again, click on display change. Now we can see purchase order history tab page has this GR document is updated here. Click on the material document and now we can see that we had input only the date of manufacture at the time of GR, but from the date of manufacture and also from the total shelf life in the material master record for this material, system has calculated storage location expiry date, which is 1st August 2026. Because see, date of manufacture is 1st August 2025 and the total shelf life for this material in the material master record is 12 months. So that means if the date of manufacture is 1st August 2025, the storage location expiry date or expiry date is 1st August 2026, which is 12 months or 1 year from the date of manufacture. Okay, so the system will automatically update the SLED, okay, in the material document when we input the date of manufacture at the time of GR for a material for which total shelf life is also updated in the plant data, general plant data storage one view of the material master record. Okay, so this is all about date checks in GR for purchase or storage location expiry date check in inventory management. Thank you for watching my video and we will meet in next video with another interesting topic. Till then, see you.